All right, let's talk about how to seriously upgrade your study game using AI. And I'm not talking about some far-off futuristic stuff. I mean real, practical tools you can use right now to make a huge difference in how you learn. Okay, let's get into it.
Sound familiar? You're staring at a mountain of reading, your assignments are just piling up, and those lecture notes, they feel like they're breeding overnight. It's a feeling pretty much every student knows, right?
But what if you could just change that? What if you had a secret weapon, a powerful assistant ready to go, just waiting to help you with the most boring, tedious parts of studying? Well, guess what? You do.
So first things first, let's really nail down the problem. The amount of information coming at us and how fast it's coming, well, the old ways of studying just can't always keep up. It's a whole new ballgame with its own unique challenges. I mean, that's the reality, isn't it? The sheer volume of stuff you're expected to absorb is massive, and the pace is just relentless. So if you feel like your old study habits aren't cutting it, you're not wrong. The game has completely changed.
Okay, let's get super practical, starting with the subject that trips up so many people, coding. And it doesn't matter if you're a computer science major or just taking one intro class, this is going to be for you.
The dreaded bug. We've all been there, right? You've been staring at the same few lines of code for what feels like an eternity. You know something's wrong, but your eyes just glaze over. It's so frustrating, a total waste of time, and it stops you from actually learning anything.
So here's the AI fix. You use a tool like Copilot or ChatGPT, and you just tell it what you're trying to do in plain English. You paste in your code and you ask it to find the problem. But here's the kicker. It doesn't just find the bug, it explains why it's a bug. And that explanation? That's what turns a moment of total frustration into a legit learning opportunity. It's a game changer.
Now let's take that same idea and apply it to a problem that everybody has. That giant wall of text you're staring at after every single lecture.
Just look at this. On the left, that's the before. A dense, intimidating wall of text. But on the right, that's the after. You get that by pasting the transcript into an AI and just asking a simple question, like, hey, can you summarize this into the 5 most important points, with the key concepts and dates? And boom, instantly you have a useful study guide. This alone can save you hours. So, what's the magic behind all this? It's something called generative AI. These are basically large language models, or LLMs, and they've been trained on just an insane amount of information. The cool thing is, they don't just search for keywords. They actually understand context and relationships, which lets them create brand new, helpful stuff like the summary we just saw.
All right, now for the final boss of studying, exam prep. This is where everything comes together. And you know what? AI can be your most valuable player.
Let's just be honest for a second. Simply rereading your notes is one of the least effective ways to study. It's true. Your brain just kind of goes on autopilot. To really truly remember something, you've got to actively work with the material. But making flashcards and quizzes takes forever, or at least it used to.
This is where AI totally flips the script. It turns you from a passive reader into an active learner. You can literally feed it your notes and tell it to become your personal tutor. Ask it for a quiz on biology, or for flashcards for your vocabulary words, or even a simple analogy to understand a really complex idea. It's active recall whenever you want it.
So let's pull all this together. We've seen AI debug code, summarize our notes, and build custom revision tools. What's the big takeaway here for you?
Look, if you only take away 3 things today, make it these. Number 1, use AI as your code debugger to actually learn from your mistakes. Number 2, use it as a note summarizer to beat that information overload. And number 3, use it as a revision generator to actively prepare for your exams.
And this right here, this is the golden rule. It is so important. The point is not to have the AI write your essay for you. It's to ask it to help you brainstorm or structure your argument. You don't have it do your homework. You have it explain a concept you're really stuck on. Think of it as a partner that helps you learn deeper, not a shortcut to avoid learning altogether.
And that leaves us with a really critical question, doesn't it? As these tools get more and more powerful, where do we draw that line? How do we make sure we're using them to become smarter, better students? Students who are ready for a future where working with AI is just normal. It's definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for watching.